Hi, I'm Grace, and today I'm going to be talking about what sensor fusion algorithms are and why they're vital to the age of driverless cars or autonomous vehicles. So, firstly, autonomous vehicles need to be able to see what's going on around them and react to it. And to do that, they use sensors. There's a couple different main types of sensors. We have cameras, lidars, and radars, and all of them have their own drawbacks. So, while cameras tend to be pretty precise, they will have whole spots and holes in their data, especially due to like large reflective points or just like data that they don't input correctly. So that tends to be a problem. Radar is pretty accurate in all weather conditions, but it's not super precise overall. The data isn't exact, it's very fuzzy. And lidars are super precise, but they don't really work well when it's rainy outside or when it's dark outside. So the importance of a sensor fusion algorithm is it's a computer algorithm which tells the brain of the car what data is best or what data is most accurate by comparing the different data that it's taking in. When you put multiple sensors and they're all working together, they're all intaking data, and based on its previous knowledge or its outside conditions, it can look at all of that data and decide what's actually going on outside. And so it uses a couple different things to actually do this, a couple different main practices in AI technology. One of those is decision trees, which is when you have like an object or something that you don't know what it is, you ask, okay, well, is it this or is it this? And so you decide it's this, and then you ask another question, and you continue to ask cascading questions until you get to the most specific answer you can based on what you know, even though you didn't originally know what it was. You've probably done a similar project in biology if you've taken the class trying to figure out what genus or species an animal belonged to. The computer is basically doing the same thing except for with data points. Another thing it uses is fuzzy logic. So most of the time, especially when computers were first invented, they used binary code. So everything was either a yes or a no, a one or a zero. What fuzzy logic does is it allows something to be to a degree. So think of the weather. it's it can be just hot or cold, but you can also say it's warm or it's cool or it's mild, and all of those answers give you a more specific answer than you originally had. This is one of the tactics that the computer uses to process data. Another thing is deep learning, which is pretty much where the computer can learn from itself. It's one of the big bases of AI and like thinking technology. So we're not telling it exactly what's happening, but it's actually growing and developing as things happen. And these are all very important parts of the driverless age of technology.